Hello everyone, and welcome to my Happy Crafting Corner. Thank you so much for being part of my team. I've wanted to do a little bit more with you guys because there's times when I just feel totally disconnected here in the past few months from you guys. And I wanted, to do a little bit more than just sending card kits each month. So I came up with a Thursday morning video because normally I'm off on Thursdays. I'm hoping to do one of these every week for us. So how much fun is that? And nobody else will see this but us. And so we can talk about things like demonstrator things or how to do classes or something like that. And always please comment or ask me. I am more than happy to help. That's what I'm here for. So this morning what we're going to do is use the It Starts With Art set. I love it. And I'm going to pair that with the Stitched Nest label dies. I wanted to show you guys in here that these nest with these. And then I didn't know what this was, so I just ran it through the Big Shot just on a piece of scrap. And so isn't that cool? It makes holes and it embosses too. Let me get that really, really close to the camera. Let it focus. Look at that. So I really like that. So that is what these dies do, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with them. So I use these three right here, and they really come together. This is a nice little set. Let me bring this back over for us. So I use two from this side and one from this side. This one is the middle one. So let me just let those sit right there. So this one, the larger one goes here, the smaller one goes here, and then this one goes right here. Okay, so it's the third one, and they just nest within each other, and you can make as large of a border as you want or as small as a border as you want. So these are a great little item, I think, because I love that they're stitched. I love that they nest, and it really, I think, made this card a lot of fun. I also use the felt element here. Now, if you are doing like a card class, let's just talk about this for a second. If you guys wind up doing a card class, I know most of you are crafting demonstrators, but you never know. Your church might ask you, or, a rec organization or something like that might ask you to do some cards, or do a card class or something like that. So this is a great way to introduce this set, because of course then you would want to kind of sell something. But what you could do is incorporate this little box right here of goodies, which you get the felt, and you get the paper clips and the little hearts and the twine. But you could incorporate the entire box, which is very cute, into the price of the class. So, whatever they would use for the card that they make in class, then they would still have all of this to go home with. And people like that. They love something to take with them. So think about that if you're doing a class. But here is how your card kit would come together if you were if you were doing a class. You would then put a Whisper White envelope, and then I used my Coastal Cabana cardstock, and it's at 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. Oh, I've already got the back stamped with my angel policy. I stamp everything with that angel policy. And then it opens like this. So that would go like on with your envelope. You could put it in a little bag. And then the DSP, the Starts With Art DSP, right here is 5 1/4 by 4. And our inside piece is regular Whisper White at 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. And then our layering piece that goes across is 4 inches this way by 2 inches that way. And it's just the flip side of this piece of DSP, because then I know everything coordinates. Then I just picked out some very bright and happy colors because it is summertime, and I am just enjoying finally not a whole lot of cold weather and not a whole lot of dreariness. We had a real bout there with rain. So I cut the nest stitched framelit dies out of Coastal Cabana, Blushing Bride, and then we're going to stamp on the Whisper White. So right now, and the colors I'm going to use is Coastal Cabana, Blushing Bride, and Pacific Point today. And then I am on this one because, you don't get duplicates in here. So this one I'm just going to use the Crushed Curry. I didn't want to use one that coordinated with everything. I wanted to pull another color in. See how I pulled that Calypso Coral in from there, but I didn't use it over here. And over here we're going to pull in the Crushed Curry. So that's another good way to use some color. Okay, so let's go ahead and move this one out of the way. And let's see, let's go ahead and start to just attach a few things so we get all this loose stuff out of the way. So here is our DSP at 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm just going to use snail because nothing is embossed. Always remember, DSP is a great help in creating something because you don't have to create. It's already there. You just have to layer. DSP and layering is a wonderful way to create cards. So right here, and we leave our nice little border around. It's like that. This could use a bone folder a little bit better. And remember, when you use your bone folder in the center first and then out and then down, that splits the paper evenly. And then after you do that, you can go completely up and down if you want to. It just, not that it does it, but it just helps not to stretch the paper. If you go all the way one way, it could take this bottom and stretch it just a little bit. So that's why I do half and half. That's what I was taught. That's what I do. And so, okay, so now let's go ahead and attach our small little piece here at 4 by 2. And again, we want the flip side of the DSP. And again, just with snail because nothing is embossed. And I'm going to put this right in the middle. I also think that this piece would look good if it went all the way across the card, like encompassing the outside border also. I think it would look good like that also. Okay, so that's good. Now we can put the Blushing Bride on top of the Coastal Cabana because this is just layered with snail. And just evenly proportioned around, just watch it, just like that. And I'm going to move that aside. Now we're going to do some stamping. Let's see, I showed you guys that. Okay, let me bring this piece of scrap paper in. And I'm going to bring in this white element. And I'm going to stamp, let's stay up late and craft. I absolutely love that saying. Just so much fun. Believe you me, sometimes when I can't sleep, I am in this craft room at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I want it a little cockeyed. I want it just a little cocked like that. Whoop. Okay, just like that. Just because it's fun. That's all. And now I want to use my, my sequins. So I'm getting my chamois because I'm going to change color. And as I do this, I am also going to do the inside, and I'll probably flip to the envelope also. Okay, so this is a good way to maximize one color on a stamp because I am going to use 3 colors. So here I'm going to take the Pacific Point. And now on this, I want to stamp on and off. It doesn't matter. That's why I have the scrap paper underneath. So I'm just going to take this and that's good. Let's put one more down here. Good, just like that. Now on the inside of the card, I'm going to stamp it twice. And then I'm going to switch positions with the envelope, and I'm going to stamp it twice, front and back, on our envelope. like that. Now I'm going to clean this because I'm done with the Pacific Point, which is a very juicy, deep color. I've got my chamois to the side here that I'm cleaning it on. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Blushing Bride. So let's go ahead and do the envelope in Blushing Bride. And I want the sequins to kind of overlap itself. Well, not really overlap, but encompass itself. You know, like go around itself. Some of the sequins. Because I'm only trying to make a cluster of sequins. So let's bring this one in, Blushing Bride, and it doesn't matter. And I want to stay with all of them on the page. Now this one here, and here we'll stamp on and off. And again, just let it, you know, turn it so that it cups around some of the other sequins. It makes it look sweet. Just adorable. Let me put another one right here. I like that. Okay, now we're going to clean that. And now I'm going to go into the Coastal Cabana. And because I have this element here, I'm just going to work with it now. And I'm going to bring this. Let's see, I don't want them to touch. Very good. Whew, that was pretty good being behind the camera. I didn't know if I was going to make it. And I just want to put a few of these little sequins around. Let's see, I want a little one right here. Okay, perfect. That came out cute, didn't it? Little sequins. Okay, now I'm going to bring in the inside of the card. And then again, I'm just encompassing this around what I've already done. So now it just looks like I took like a handful of sprinkles and threw them on the card. Just like that. Isn't that cute? Just fun. I love the colors in this set. They are so happy. And I just love happy colors. So let's see, I want the bottom one in that little area. All right, there. Perfect. Okay, we're done with that. Now, let's go ahead and bring the inside in again. We don't need this scrap paper. And I'm going to put You Make Everything Sparkle. And that, to me, goes along with the sequins. So I'm going to do that in Coastal Cabana. Just right here in the center. Perfect. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let me close this ink up. Get it out of the way. And we'll put our card together here. So happy to be with you guys every week. I last night, even when I was going to bed, I was thinking about what I could do on here. It's very how can I put it, calming to me, I guess, to get on here with you guys, because I don't advertise anything. I can, you know, have little tips for you all. Now we're going to put that right in the middle there in the center of the card. Love that. And now we're going to add this one that we made on top of our element here, just with snail. And so, yeah, I was like, wow, this is like an easy video for me. And I really didn't realize that it was going to make me feel that way until I did it with you guys last week. I was like, wow, that was really for me. You know, because you guys are demonstrators. Even if you're crafting demonstrators, you're still getting all the alerts from Stampin' Up! About what's going on whenever. I can't believe we're talking about the holiday catalog already. So, yeah, that's going to just be beautiful, because they've already been talking about pre-ordering with that. I'm very excited about that. I love the new holiday catalog. I haven't seen it, but I always love our new holiday catalogs. I am going to do a craft show this year, so that is a ton of work. I have gone to this craft show. Now, when I place this on the card, I'm placing it to the left just a little bit. just off center it. And you know, I looked at this one and it is off centered, but I kind of even want it more to the left. I want about half of that showing than what I had. So this is even going to be skinnier here. But this craft show, I've done it 2 times, and now I'm going to my felt element, add some glue dots. So I've done it twice, this craft show with these ladies, and I think that you cannot be like a flea market thing. It has to be handmade. So I have sold out each time. It's a 2-day craft show. It's not expensive at all. My booth is only $60 for 2 days. That is like phenomenal. That's wonderful. And I have sold out on the first day. Each time I've went, I could not make enough hot cocoa packets, and we will go over those hot cocoa packets. There's other videos of them from the years before, but I always make them again, like do a holiday thing, because these are a major seller at a craft fair. I promise you, if you do a craft fair, make these little hot cocoa packets that I make, but we'll get into that more into holiday season. So I take the straight edge of this and I line it up with my stitch, but I don't cover the stitched, nor do I cover this stitching that's on here. I want the entire thing to show, so I just kind of butt it up against the Coastal Cabana. And it's perfect because it's 2 inches. I love it. There is our cards for today. Look how beautiful. Oh, so happy to be with you guys on here. And I appreciate every one of you tuning in to my Happy Crafting Corner to watch these videos. Guys, I hope you like these for today. They're very bright, colorful, and happy. And it's always happy crafting in this craft room. Thanks again for being on my team, and have a happy crafting day.